So I first started my business way back in 2009 and ran it successfully from 2009 to 2018, when I decided to stop and further my studies and carry out some other personal matters. Can you guess what was the first thing I did when I launched my business? Launch meaning I registered my business under the Singapore Registry of Businesses. Nope, it's not to do up a website. In fact, I only got my website running about 6 months into the business. So for the first 6 months, I did not have a website. And believe it or not, I did not even have a printed out name card. I had 2 self-made name cards which looked like your school projects. I cut out cardboards, 2 pieces of rectangular cardboards, printed out my name and decorated the borders. So the first thing that I did was send out emails introducing myself and my services. So it was very simple kind of email without any kind of sales copy or the supposed keywords or magical phrases. All I said was, "Dear Sir dash Ma'am, my name is so and so, and these are some of the services that I'm offering to your clients, your staff, and your members." The reason why I say members is because I not only targeted the corporate side and students, but I also targeted the country club members for their events. Now, I sent out these cold emails, and I guess the success rate was about 20%. What I mean by success rate is it reached the intended recipient and they emailed back. Of course, a few of those emails were calling me out. One of it just states a single sentence: "I do not like your email." No salutations, nothing at all. Just, "I do not like your email." So, I mean, it's part and parcel of sales. You do get these rejections. But I focused on the 20% that asked questions. And out of the 20%, 5% were interested in speaking more about, discussing more about what I have to offer. So what I did was I offered a free preview. Now, of course, free preview comes with an opportunity cost because you have to, and in those days, 2009, there's no online kind of thing. You got to be there live, personal one-to-one, face-to-face interaction. So I gave up a few hours each month to present free previews. And of course, some clients took advantage of this. They just called me up for a free preview and you don't hear from them afterwards. But it's again part and parcel of promotion and experience in running a business. So the emails were quite important because it gave me an opportunity to promote my business without coming up with additional overheads. So I was like a one-man show doing the promotions, doing the actual running of the business, post-program evaluation, and any kind of administrative stuff. So I had these emails out. That was the first thing. And the second thing I did was to send out tangible, not really flyers, but just a one-page A4 copy of what I'm offering. So again, it's simple. I have an example right here. This is one of the first sort of promotional copy I had. So again, the success rate was about 20%. And I realized that it's quite good to do tangible flyers because, of course, in email, you can just delete it. Flyers, of course, they can just crush it and throw it in the bin. But at least there's something in front of their face for a few seconds. So it worked out quite well. It gave me a head start, even though it took a little bit more time than expected due to the free preview requests. And thank goodness I got my first project around the 2-month mark after I started sending out emails and the A4 sales copies. So 2 months into promotion and I clinched my first paid contract, which was a $50 1-hour stress management workshop for Peninsula Excelsior Hotel. Now, if Miss Christine Chan is watching, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity when no one else did. So the $50 felt like $50,000. So it was something quite special. And I was so proud of myself for being able to clinch a contract without a website, without really putting in too much of monetary overhead, although the time spent can be converted into monetary sense as well, but at least I managed to promote myself and it got me a head start, and from then on I decided to add a bit more of my expertise and marketing strategies, which I shall elaborate in other videos. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.